We're at Sullen Farm here on Yagle country in northern New South Wales, and this is industrial hemp. It's called King G and it's been in Australia for about 10 years, and it's a naturalised seed. It's a free seed. Yeah, it doesn't have modifications on it that prevent the seed from coming. So if you grow this variety of hemp, you can keep your seed, which we really like. And this is a north-facing hill. There's about 12 rows, all with different varieties of seeds we've collected. The rows kind of terrace down, and that keeps the rain and the water flowing down the hill and keeps the plants happy. We're growing this for seed this year, so hemp seed oil. We're going to press the seed and it's certified organic seed. So it's for food, but we can also use the stalks for fibre. That's just a little stalk. This is a bigger stalk with lots of branches on it. That's the fibre there on the outside. And the hurd is in the inside, which they use for building materials. So these are the hemp fibres. See the long strands. So that means the stalk was one long stalk with no branches, which is really good. That's what you want. Less breakage in the fibres. You can use the whole stalk. You've got to cut the branches off. So a better example might be, yeah, kind of like this one without the branches, and you put that whole stalk through the machine, the cane juice machine, with 2 big rollers, and it's able to crush the stalk and the fibre separates from the hurd. And the fibres they use in clothing, paper, the hurd is used for building materials, bedding. The finer fibres are in the middle there, and the thicker fibres are like on the outside, and there's a bit of bast still on the outside. So this is very raw. It would still have a lot of processing to do, but it's the basis of like creating a rope or a string. Clothing, yeah, exactly. Once you get the thread, you can make the clothing. They manufacture hemp hurd for houses. There's quite a few people that are into hemp houses. Kelly has got a hemp house at his property, but it's not really a mass scale, so it's quite expensive still to access. A lot of people do it themselves, like grow their own hemp crop and then process their own hurd. We've done about a 3 metre by 2 metre wall with our hurd before, and that's in Mullumbimby in the hemp shop there. So yeah, there's people doing it, but definitely the more hemp we grow, the better, because then there's more raw material to supply the industry with from Australia, locally grown. The cotton industry is obviously massive in Australia. Like, I think most of New South Wales is inundated with cotton farms. Along the Murray, the northwest of New South Wales, Collarena brine. It's nowhere near as water intensive as cotton because it's able to sustain itself after it's watered for a little bit of time. Its taproot can find the water in the ground and then it can be self-sufficient. It's really about like community organisation, like nodes for seed processing and seed oil, nodes for fibre processing, nodes for hurd processing, people making paper, people making bricks, people making nanofibres, people making clothes. So everyone kind of dividing into niches if they're interested in being farmers. Areas are just so set up for industrial farming already. If all that damage has already been done, in a sense, is it, you know, would you just make the most of it and try and like farm in a regenerative way? Because there's paddocks and paddocks of thousands of acres of cleared land already. It would make sense to use those places to generate a large amount of raw material for our communities in general to help make things better for everyone in terms of like housing, medicine, food, rather than, I guess, ignore those spaces and say they're too damaged, they can't grow anything, there's no water left, let's move out from the rural areas, move out from the country. But that's not really giving anything back to those lands, whereas hemp actually does have an ability to regenerate the soil through its long taproot and fast growth and not needing that much water. And the seed is just in such abundance that I think it is good to take it to that big scale.